Hey, I'm Lara Sky, I'm a chastity enthusiast, and yes, I'm filming yet another video in the same outfit because why not? So, I wanted to talk a little bit about long-term chastity. So I've done my chastity basics video, if you want to go have a look at that. I still find a lot of people are a little bit confused about sizing, so I'm going to quickly say to you, measure yourself when you're soft, make sure you get the right size. Obviously any pain, discontinue use. Discomfort, maybe, that's fine. If it's painful, take it off. Okay. Now, so if you're gonna wear chastity longer term, you're obviously gonna have to get a cage that fits you. So most people will start off with, like a few hours building up to a few days, and then we've got things like October, which are the whole month. So once you've kind of done your whole month, whether or not you're taking it off to clean or you've kept it on for the whole month straight, you're gonna think about, am I gonna keep this on for life? So a lot of people, once they've worn their cage consistently, don't want to take it off. They kind of, it becomes part of them. It does become something that you would miss. And this is not saying that like anyone else is holding a cage. You can self-hold, you can put them in time lock boxes. So what people start to think about is a relation with their cage and their sort of sense of like instant gratification. A lot of people do find that the more they wear a cage, they become more focused, they become more submissive. So once you've pushed past this initial phase of, changing your routine, your mindset totally changes. They'll find that they're able to sort of set their sights on goals further in the future. Their relationships with other people will change because there's less that they can obviously get instantly gratified from. Their whole existence and their whole routine has changed. So when we're looking at long-term chastity, it is a whole lifestyle change. And it is a lifestyle. It is something that you choose to do. There are people who are happily married, who are with their partners, who wear a cage apart from when their partner wants to use them. Or they use it to, reinforce their bond when they're away, or their partner will go on holiday and take the keys with them for 2 weeks, that sort of thing. It is very, very fun to play with, obviously, and getting your cage right is one of the main obstacles that people have. So I've reviewed a couple different cages on here, one of which is the Vice, which comes in a lot of different sizes. I do have a discount code for that, Lara Sky from Locked and Lost, and then there is the Olympus collection from House of Denial, which is a 3D printed one. So if you want to go and check them out, you can have the review videos up, but there are so many different brands. So you can get like Holy Trainer is a classic, there is the Cobra and Cherry Keeper. There's just hundreds. So these are more plastic cages that I tend to go for, but if you're going to go for very, very long-term wear, what I would say is that you should get one custom made. So the jewellery maker who makes these keys also makes chainmail cages which are made to size. They're quite expensive, but it's Chastity Shop if you want to go over and check them out. There's also, you can get titanium, you can get steel, and they will be made to your exact measurements. Now these are obviously a few £100s, so they're probably going to be minimum like 300 to 500, but these are for long-term wear. This is something that you will go into thinking, I'm going to wear this every day. I would definitely say if you're new to chastity, your first cage, I would get one that fits you, but I wouldn't be spending, a lot of money on it. So Amazon has knockoffs. I don't necessarily recommend getting a knockoff, but if you just want to check a size, I would say, spend your £10, check the size, and then get the real version, which might sound bad. I don't know if it's bad to kind of support people who are still in designs, but these Amazon ones have sharp edges and stuff, so you never know what the quality is going to be like, where if you get it from a known brand, you know that everything's going to work, like the locks are going to work and whatever. So yeah, I would definitely say like you can get a decent cage for about £50. Obviously the ones that I've reviewed are more expensive, they're more around the 100 mark, but it's something that if you're going to be wearing it all the time, then yeah, you really need to think about your comfort and like how easy it's going to be to clean. So obviously your hygiene's important as you're wearing it longer term. Some people don't take their cages off. That is something that is entirely up to you. I would say if you didn't ever want to take the cage off and you want to have it permanently locked, that you should get an open metal one. Obviously, you're taking it off regularly, it's fine. What you might find is that like plastic gets a smell. Definitely would not recommend silicone ever, unless you're just wearing it for like 10 minutes for playtime. That's fine. But yeah, long-term wear is pretty much pointless. It's too soft. So yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can think about chastity. So on your long-term chastity journey, what I would recommend for you as well is to set out monthly goals for yourself, whether that's chastity related or diet and exercise, whether it's work related or family oriented or whatever. So I would give yourself that kind of schedule. I find that people who are in chastity, because you've got one kind of restriction in your life that you're really enforcing, it can make you quite good at routines and quite good at achieving your goals. So my subs, I always have kind of like goals set up, and we have like little check-ins. And as well, so on the point of check-ins, you might find it useful to have, whether it's someone who like me, it's online, you just book a session once a month to chat about your chastity, whether you're calling them, whether it's a friend that you tell about it, whether it's your partner. It is very good to have a support system. Reddit's also good for this. They have a lot of like chastity chats and forums that you can really get supported by, because the main thing is, there's nothing wrong, I've always said this, if you take your chastity cage off, that's fine. You know what, like, at the end of the day, like, it's not that deep. I know we act like it is, but it's far more important to put your cage back on. Like, taking it off's not the hard part, it's putting it back on, and it's like having that determination to do it. So your long-term chastity, you might start exploring different ways to pleasure yourself, you might explore different ways that you're going to have a relationship, you might just, you know, just love it. You might just wear it every day. So you're really going to have to identify what your long-term goal is for chastity. Do you just never want to touch yourself again? That's also fine. So yeah. Yeah, again, I feel like I've made a video where I've said a lot of nothing, but you people seem to like this. So happy chastity. And I would script my videos, but the one thing I realised is that I cannot follow a script. I can write one. I just can't. I can't follow it. It takes me forever. I read like 2 lines and then I stop. So yeah, because I stream so often, I'm just good at talking shit. So yeah, anyway, let me know if this was just a ramble too much or how you feel about chastity.